Hey guys! Welcome back to Broken Living! Woo! So, as you guys can see to the left of us, we have our guest.
Yes. Hello, guys! Miss Lisa Torres!
Yes.
Oh my God. Thank you guys for having me.
We're so excited.
Yes,
I'm so excited.
How about that?
We're so excited to have
ecstatic.
you here. We really haven't had a guest since Pay. So like So like
I feel
you're
so
our second
special.
guest.
We're very selective sometimes, you know?
We're very selective. But honestly, let us know like if you ever want to be on the podcast. Like for our fellow listeners that go to school with us, like let us know.
We already know one person who is Caitlin. That will have to happen.
Yes, Caitlin has to come on here soon because she's itching to get on this bitch.
Yeah, and we want her on the podcast. We do. But this is Lisa.
Yes. Hey guys.
Do you want to do like a little intro on like who you are? Like who's your fave celeb? Say that.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't. Okay. Hi. Hi, everyone. Wait, I'm nervous. Okay, wait. Hi. I'm a senior. I'm trying to do like class introduction, like grade major.
Yeah, you can say you're a senior.
Okay.
I mean, that adds to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a senior public relations major.
Hey.
I'm from Florida.
Oh yeah. Florida babe.
She's a Florida chick.
My favorite celeb. Oh my gosh. Honestly, low-key Cynthia.
Hey, Cynthia.
Because we just saw Wicked, and I know we might go into that a little bit more, but like,
okay, she's already a natural.
Yes, because that's really what we were going to talk about next. Was Wicked, but like, a little history of like us, our relationship with Lisa. Like, we met Lisa in PMZ. A plug, for the club, but she's been a ride or die since day one. After all that, like crap went down at the end of
Jesus,
the old club. We had to stick together. So, yes.
That is
OGs.
Literally.
Oh my God.
And we love Lisa so much.
Yes.
Oh, I love you guys.
How did you guys like Wicked?
I loved it.
So
it was so good.
Lots of tears were shed.
Yes. Lisa and Kay definitely cried more than me, but like I was trying to keep it together because I had like my makeup on and stuff, and like I don't play when it comes to my makeup. So
right.
As I'm going barefaced right now, you guys, like but I was tearing up, full body chills.
Yeah,
like,
no,
it was an experience.
It was just so powerful because, like, I told Michaela this before we went in theater. I was like, I don't think this will be a bad movie, not at all. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a mid movie.
No,
just because, like, not because I saw bad reviews or anything. It's just because I was like, I don't know. Like, I feel like just as a whole, they're coming out with a lot of like live action movies right now. So I was just like, okay, like this could be just like, but. I was wrong. Actually, I loved it.
I was talking to my sister and I was like, actually, the movie being good just makes up for all the marketing because I was actually getting tired of seeing it a low key.
Yeah.
It felt like the Barbie situation where it's like, okay, everyone saw a whole bunch of Barbie, but after that, it was like, okay.
Right. Yeah.
Now, and I'm like, is the movie actually good? Can it back it up? And it actually does back up all the marketing. Like, it's deserved. It's very much deserved.
That is so true.
And I was hearing like mixed reviews. Like, people were like, it's not going to be that good. It's not. It's very undersaturated because they wanted it to be big.
Yeah, they were talking about the color and stuff.
Yes, like, all this stuff. It met my expectations as like a Wicked lover, like Broadway Wicked lover. Like, it met my expectations. I was very happy with it. I was annoyed. The person next to me, though, I'm not gonna name drop. I don't even know if she listens to this podcast. Really, she probably doesn't. But
I mean,
she was talking
no hate to her.
No hate at all.
No, it wasn't. For this split second, a little bit hate, but then she redeemed herself at the end because the entire movie, she just kept complaining. She's like, I'm sick of this fucking movie. I'm done. What are you guys doing?
And like at one point, she was like,
Cynthia?
She was like, are they going to sing again?
Yes. It was like right before Popular, and she was like, oh, don't tell me they about to sing again.
I was like, girl, it's a musical.
I like side-eye Lisa. I was like, I know that bitch didn't just say that to me. Like,
no,
are you serious? It's a movie musical. It's like the same reaction people were having with like Mean Girls.
Yes.
Like, why are you going into a movie? This is not a remake of the original Mean Girls movie. This is a remake of the Broadway show of the Mean Girls movie. So why are you complaining about them singing when it's literally a movie musical.
Right.
Like, I get if you're going in there and you don't know what Wicked is, which it was definitely the case.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who are
right.
are going to see it.
But regardless, like, just shut up and watch.
Yeah. No,
like, just shut up and watch. And then
honestly, there wasn't that much singing to the point where it was like, oh my god, are they gonna sing again?
Yeah.
It actually was so manageable. It
it was like spread out like
Moana.
perfectly.
You know, Moana's not like an even though Moana's really not a musical, but you know, there were still songs in it and it was spaced out well, which is, I felt the same way with Wicked. Like it wasn't like
definitely feel like they
Hamilton or
anything.
anything. No shade to Hamilton.
No shade to
Hamilton,
but Hamilton is
all
strict
songs, no dialogue.
Right.
There was more dialogue.
Agreed.
That helped break it up. I guess.
It wasn't like 5 minutes talking song.
Yeah,
5 minutes talking song.
No,
like,
for real.
It was it was like a solid 30 minutes and then a song.
Right.
Like a solid 30, 45 minutes of dialogue song. Like, they spread it out good. I liked it. But then at the end of the movie, we ran into the girl in the bathroom.
Yes.
And she was like, you know what? I fuck with it. I was like, I literally go, oh, so did you now?
Yes, you did. You did.
I was like, because the way you were talking in there, she was like, nah, you know how to talk my shit, but I really liked it. I did.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
It really caught me off guard, though. Yeah. I was like, you were talking mad shit.
Yeah.
Like, the entire movie. Like,
there
was one point, like, it was in the beginning, the way, like, people reacted to, like, Alphaba being green.
Yes.
She was like, they only acting like that because she black. And
I
literally was like,
and she low-key.
No, that is not the case.
Funny.
No,
I was saying that in my head, but but you know, if you know the real story, it's like not. But it's like if this was real life, you know.
If this was real life, yes. But it's just because it's a black actress playing a green character. But in the original, it's Idina Menzel, who was a white woman playing the character. So it's just because she's green. But I literally was like, oh, honey, that's not.
But you know what? I really like that Cynthia Erivo played her because I feel like it adds more to the character with like the whole like being like black. That like what Elphaba is going through, like that's like a black person, a black woman's thing. Right. So it makes it more like connected with like a black woman playing a character who's obviously like portrayed to be this like horrible human being when she's not. She just cares for things. I'm not gonna spoil it, but she just you should know the story. I mean, it's in books.
It's in books. I've known the story since I was a kid.
Right.
Like we're not really spoiling anything.
It's just the story of the Wizard of Oz in a different perspective. You know, but I really liked it. I would give it definitely a 10 out of 10. Vocals were on 10.
Oh yes, bro. That was the other best part I loved about it was that if you know that the vocals were live. They recorded that shit live on set. Like it wasn't like pre-recorded and they went and they overplayed it. Like no, this shit was live, and I love that aspect of it because you could really see that they were singing and they were really putting their like everything.
Like you could literally see Ariana Grande's like her collarbone.
Yeah, like her veins popping out of her neck.
You can see that like she was actually hitting those notes live.
Yes,
live.
That's so true.
And that's why I was getting such full body chills during Defying Gravity because I knew she was up in the air on wire singing that shit live, and I was like.
And it sounded so good.
Full body chills, like it was so.
It sounded so good.
Freaking good. It was so good.
I'm so glad they did that.
Definitely 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for sure.
10 out of 10.
Yes.
Like, if you are a Broadway stan, I think you'd appreciate it.
Oh, for sure.
All Broadway fans are different. Some people might not like it. Some people will love it. Like it all just depends on
who you are,
who you are.
Look for.
Yeah,
I guess.
I said this to Michaela after the movie. I was like, you know what? Because when Ariana Grande dropped her like most recent album, that was like during like Wicked filming or like maybe post like right after. That was kind of around that era. And like, you know what? I definitely think being a part of Wicked and like. Well, I'm sure she had a, like, during rehearsal process, like, she also had to, you know, take voice lessons too. Like, to learn the songs, obviously, but also, like, I mean, it's a Broadway show in the end. So, like, you have to sing the song a certain way. But I was saying for her new album, like, I feel, you can tell that, like, I feel like those voice lessons or whatever she had to do like during that process like paid off because her diction like has improved in this
what they were saying about how she was actually enunciating her words like
she never does. I hate to call her out like that,
I was like okay like when I just remember when I like listening to the album the first time I was like oh my God, I can actually understand what she's saying for once in her lyrics. I was like, okay, Ariana. She's like,
she'd be like,
okay, voice lesson.
But now she's like, yes. You can tell Michael Vitro was definitely in there.
Yeah. Yeah, deadass. I'm like, okay, good for her. Like,
literally.
So funny.
But to exit from our Wicked thing, if you haven't seen it, I definitely say go see it.
Go see it.
You know, by the time you guys are hearing this episode, it will already be a week out.
Yeah.
So this is literally on Thanksgiving. So if you're watching this and you're eating your food, I better see you go buy those tickets for tomorrow. Yes. How about that?
Yes.
But let's get into our main topic for today. Do you want to introduce this?
Yes. Okay. So I recently have been on a Vanderpump Rules kick. And since we were having the lovely Lisa on, I thought, what a better way than to have Lisa come on and we could just talk some shit about reality TV shows.
Oh my God.
Because who doesn't love a reality TV show?
Oh,
like,
real.
I'm sorry.
Right.
And you know what? I realized this morning, it perfectly ties into the event we had yesterday.
I was thinking about that. Yes.
Because we had 2 executive producers from a bunch of different channels. One woman, she was executive producer on Jersey Shore. Another one, she was an executive producer on Black Inkless.
Yes.
Yeah, Black Inkless. Black Ink.
My dad is gonna kill you.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna kill you. I don't play about Black Ink Crew.
Black Ink Crew. I meant to say Black Ink Crew, not Black Inkless. Sorry, my bad. I'm so sorry, y'all.
But yeah, she did a lot of those shows.
Yes, and they gave us some good insight on like the business thing. Like, I love that part. But like, I had a question at the end.
Yes.
Because like, I'm glad you asked it. But then I was like, everyone's asking about like career wise, and mine has nothing to do with career. Like, I did have a couple career questions, but like they already like kind of touched on it. So I was like, let me not ask. So I waited it to the end because I had to ask the executive producer Pam on Jersey Shore how the fuck she dealt with the Ron and Sammy fights, like all the tea. Like, I wanted to know the tea. Like, that's why.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, how'd you deal with the fight? Like, what'd you do? Like, how'd you? She was like, oh yeah. So she told us a quick little story. This is a fun fact. I guess like one of her cameramen, he double punched the record button, and he pressed it, record, and then pressed it again, so it wasn't recording.
Oh my God.
It was a Ron and Sammy fight that he was supposed to be recording, and he didn't even realize till after that he wasn't recording. So then he went to her and he was like, I wasn't recording this fight. But you know what? It didn't even matter because they had several fights of the same thing.
Oh my God.
So she was like, it didn't even matter because we were able to like cover it up with like
that's actually kind of funny.
I'm pretty sure with that show, any missing clip, it would be fine.
It does.
You have
100%.
Snooki, J-Wow, Ronnie, and Sammy all doing everything that they do.
Yeah, but she was saying how like, because I was like, well, they talk about how you have to like take care of your cast and your crew and stuff like that. So I'm like, how did you deal with them like after these big fights? Like, did you talk to them? Like, what did you intervene? And she was like, well, no, because we can't intervene like that. Like, we can't be playing around in their lives. We're just supposed to be documenting it. We can't actually like meddle in their lives. But obviously, when the cameras are off, behind the scenes, she would talk to them. Like, they'd come to her because they called her their Jersey mom.
Right, yes, I remember saying that,
so they'd, like, go and, like, talk to her. Like, she's still super close with, like, all of them, I think. So, like, she was like, we can't intervene when it comes to that. Like, there's obviously security.
Which, honestly, you shouldn't.
Right. Because it's their own business.
That's how real TV should be. Even though a lot of reality TV shows do that. Which, I understand it builds, like, story, but the whole time when you're like feeding other cast members with false information, that's definitely when they shouldn't intervene.
I agree.
Because I hate that, even though I do love it because for the drama, but then when you find out, it's like, wait this is not even real.
Exactly.
Oh, and then they actually feed into it because you'll see them at the reunion and they're going at each other like, oh my gosh, all this stuff, and it's like, wait. This was something that y'all set up. And we're arguing on live television over something that's not real. So I guess that's definitely one thing.
Do we want to list some of our faves?
Oh my gosh,
I have a couple.
Oh my god.
So Lisa, do you want to go first?
Sure.
Stop. I'm pulling mine up.
So to name a few, I have like one top favorite. Like, we know. They know. But like, I'll list a few of like other ones first. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, always. That's an OG. I've been there. I've been watching it since like season like 1.
Yeah.
Season 1. I was gonna say like before like when Courtney and Scott were together, type era.
That's a good.
Yes.
Yeah, I was watching it when they were like in that in between stage where they had broken up. They had all their kids at that point.
Yes,
but they were still like acting like a couple. But then like. Courtney was like, I don't want to get back together with him. But and people were like, y'all need to stop doing this. Especially for your kids' sake. Because they're getting confused on like where you guys stand. Because you guys are saying how you're not together, but then you're cuddled up in like the cabana together on vacation.
Yes.
Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, but I love the Kardashians. Like, I was deep in that shit in like elementary school.
Me too. Like I would stay up late. Like when it was on like cable, like like just all night,
and they would just play it all day. Like that was literally their ridiculousness. How MTV plays ridiculousness all day. They were playing Kardashian episodes all day, and I'm pretty sure I don't watch cable, so I don't know what's on. So maybe they still show it. I mean, obviously that's their show,
like
but
rare. I only see cable on my grandma's, but like it's like it's not as often as it used to be. But like
for
they
sure
still be showing them. But
what are some other shows?
I know. I was gonna.
Oh, sorry.
I'm like,
you're over here jumping at guys.
No,
I thought you already said it.
No, I didn't. But like, I'm also just trying to think of other ones. I've never watched Vanderpump Rules, but I've always wanted to.
Dude, I'm speaking.
I hear a lot of good
Bryce
things.
Doesn't watch it, but I just binge watched the frick out of it. You have to watch it.
Like, actually, I feel like most people I've like heard who have watched it,
I know Kathy
like have binged it. Like, I think it was probably Kathy I was talking to
like me and
recently
Kathy
about
in
it.
the trenches.
Yeah.
Like we be talking about that all
Shout
the
out
time.
to Kathy.
Keep hitting the
Shout
mic.
out to
I'm sorry.
Kathy. Woo.
Shout out Queen.
Yes. It's because like you said, they had like influence, like the producers had influenced like maybe like season 1 to like 4-ish. So like they were like sort of like telling them what to do. But then,
I kind of get in the beginning seasons.
In the beginning, because then after a certain point, like season 5-ish, they stopped telling them what to do, and it was just their lives. Like,
because they already started all that beef. They were like, okay,
like I don't even remember.
We got
like,
the story rolling.
I zoomed through it so fast. Like I think around that time there was like a wedding. There were a bunch of like, there was just so many fights and little things. Like it just. I think at that point they were like, you know what? They have so much drama. We're gonna stop infiltrating and like influencing them. We're just gonna roll the cameras and let them do their thing. And guess what happened? Scandal. Like that was like the biggest thing that happened to that show was that affair. And you know, if you don't know Vanderpump Rules, you at least know that scandal because I swear to God, it was everywhere. Like it was everywhere.
Yeah.
I hadn't even watched the show at that point, and I knew about the scandal. I didn't know about it fully, but once you get to that point of the show, it is so much worse than people said it was. Like it is actually the most disgusting affair, and the fact that both of them to this day still have not taken accountability for what they've done is disgusting. Like they still try to back it up being like, we weren't trying to be malicious or hurt people. Like it just happened. Like I don't give a fuck because you knew you doing this was going to hurt people in the end.
Right.
Like they were like, we didn't want to hurt anyone. Break up with the girl because it was him. He didn't want to break up with her. Like that was the problem. Like yo, I could go into a whole tangent, but we're not going to because that's going to take up literally this entire episode of me talking about just strictly Scandal. Like, that's it. Because there's so many different pieces. Like, and that just made it so obvious on camera. Because there was a certain point, it was like after her birthday, and they had already been hooking up for like months at this point. Yeah. Right? This bitch straight up goes, she's at a boutique, and she's like, can I see that lightning bolt necklace? Which represented him. Like, that was, like, their thing. Was, like, it was disgusting. Like, right on camera. And she would, like, the girlfriend and him, the girlfriend and her were, like, really close. Like, she confided in her. Like, they both confided in each other. Like, the girlfriend thought of the rat. I'm calling her a rat. She's a rat. They thought of her as, like, a little sister. And she betrayed the fuck out of that. Like, so bad. Like, she was at the bar. And she was talking to her about her relationship. And she was like, you know, like, I had to leave James, and that was like, James was her ex-fiance, and she was like, I had to leave James, and he was, you know, it was so much better for me, because, like, I had realized I wasn't happy, basically trying to get the girl to break up with him so she could have him.
Oh my God.
Was so disgusting.
What the hell?
It's, I can't, like, I definitely think you should go watch
I gotta get on that.
Yes, because there's so many, like, different characters, and they all, like, either they're like this or they like butt heads so badly. Yeah. And it's like, they're like 30-year-olds acting like 6-year-olds. And it's so frustrating at times. Oh my God. It's like, what are you doing? And they don't see the other person's like point of view. And it's so annoying.
That's crazy. So see, it's so annoying, but like that is also what makes it so entertaining.
That's what makes it so entertaining, because every time I'm like, I fucking hate this show. Yes. In my head, I'm like, I love this show so much. Like, it's eating dad. Yeah. Like, oh my God.
My God. Damn.
Did y'all watch like The Mormon Wives?
No.
Like The Secret Life of the Mormon Wives? No. That's another one I think y'all should get on. Okay. That's a quick little watch. They only have like 8 episodes.
Is that one newer?
Yes, that one like just came out back in like October. It was about that like group of TikTok moms that were like part of that like that swingers group. Because they were like Mormons, and Mormons are like they're like very like strict, like religion, and they were caught because you're not supposed to have like affairs or like do stuff like that, and one of the moms were like, yeah, we're swingers, like BB's like switching off husbands and all this stuff, and it like low key blew up in all the moms' faces, and like. It was my God! Insane. Like that show, y'all also go watch that show. That show was really good. Like,
wait, which one? Oh, the
Secret Life of the Mormon.
Oh, the Mormon Wives one. Yeah.
Yes. Bryce, you haven't said any some of yours. Because that's
I watch almost everything. All of the Real Housewives franchise. If you know me, you know I'm rocking with all of the Real Housewives. Yes. Except for Orange County. But that's just because I don't get down with the Trumpies. But there are some good people on Orange County. But I mean, not to say that the women on the Real Housewives of Orange County are Trump supporters, which I wouldn't put it past them. But I mean, anyways. I have to make that one clear. Like, I'm not saying y'all are, but
where you live. Yes.
Yeah. I really love Real Housewives of Atlanta. You guys, I eat and breathe that. Phaedra is my favorite, although she did do some crazy stuff. But that's very controversial. Favorite housewife. I would say.
Which one is Phaedra?
Phaedra is the one. I mean, I can. Was it this is not spoiling.
Yeah.
But she's the one who started like a rumor that one of the co-stars had SA'd another one of the co-stars, like drunkenly. Yeah. And like it was a big thing on one of the seasons, and then come to find out like it wasn't even true. So she got kicked off the show obviously because of that, because it was a big thing. And then throughout the years, like she was really good for TV. Like Phaedra is known for a lot of the fun like things. She was really
She's the one with the ex-convict as a husband?
Yes.
Okay, that's who I thought. Yeah.
And so now she's actually back on the new season because the girl, I just saw her, Candy, who was in Escape.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know. I know. But yeah, Candy, she was like, I don't want to be on that show if she's going to be on there. So she never went on. Real. But now she's back on. So I'm happy for Phaedra.
There you go.
What other shows? Yeah, Nene Leakes, obviously.
She's my fave.
She's not on there anymore, but...
Yeah, no.
In the ghetto. Oh, she had a white refrigerator. I love that. What other reality shows do I watch? I watch, honestly, a lot. I'm really... I'm big baddies person.
Yeah, baddies.
I love baddies.
Bad Girls Club.
Yeah, Bad Girls Club.
Have you watched that?
I actually never.
Oh my God, that's where Natalie Nunn came from.
Chin. Even if my name was Natalie Nunn, these bitches still can chin check me.
Oh, heard that?
Oh my God! No, but I need to know.
Yeah, it's just like it's like a group of girls. The original show was a group of girls from like all over. Usually it was like Bad Girls Las Vegas. So they have a lot of girls come into one house. And originally the plot was like building friendships, and then obviously it's a house full of girls.
Yeah, right.
Gonna fight.
that they're the baddest baddies.
Yeah, it's like who's the real bad girl? So they would do like different like things. That was the original plot.
Wait, I wonder if I've seen. I probably have seen clips of it on like
clips.
TikTok.
Yeah,
I
like,
get no sleep because of y'all.
Oh, okay. So yes,
that's like an OG.
Okay, that is the reference I needed because
I don't understand.
Oh, that's from Bad Girls. Yeah, see, I didn't know that one.
Because she just like beat up some girl. Her name was Erica, and then she was doing that. I don't understand.
Oh my god.
But that's like kind of like my reality TV, love and hip hop. If you guys cannot tell, I'm really big on like hip hop music. Like that's my type of reality TV. The Rap Game. I don't know if any of you guys know that.
I've heard that. I've seen that.
The Rap
but
Game.
I've never watched it.
Lotto. She's from that show. She won the first season. That's how everyone knows who she was. Yeah, Lotto won that show.
Wait, that's so cool.
And it's actually Jermaine Dupri, he's a really big like music producer.
I know Jermaine because Nene Leakes interviewed him and she was towering over him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's like a big producer.
Sometimes I forget. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're good. Sometimes I forget about some musicians and artists who like started on TV shows. Like the one that popped in my head just now was Melanie Martinez because I forget that she was it the X Factor?
I think it was X Factor.
Yeah.
I
like forget about that all the time.
Yeah.
Would that be considered a reality TV show?
Yes.
Right? Yeah. It's like a game show, but like that's still under like
I would say anything that's like they were saying last night, late night shows. I would say like a lot of those are all kind of reality shows, but specifically like game shows, things like that. I 100% count that because it's similar to like Big Brother. Big Brother's reality show.
Big Brother is a real. I don't watch Big Brother.
I do. I watch it like periodically. There's a lot of episodes. Like when I tell you, there's like 30 episodes in a season because it's weeks on weeks on weeks. So there's a lot to watch.
Yeah,
that's why I had to stop watching Love Island because I had binge watched season 1 and 2 of Love Island UK.
The UK? Okay, the UK is always better.
UK one.
The OG,
and then
OG.
I got to season 3 because season 1 and 2 were long as fuck. They were both like at around like 30, 40 episodes.
Yeah.
That's how Big Brother is.
And I got to like season season 3, and it was like 40 episodes. And I was like, I am not watching that. Like,
every episode is like 50 minutes.
Yes, every episode is like 50 minutes. I also did not like the villa because they switched up the villa, and I was like, this is ugly. And I stopped watching.
Bro, wait, that's so funny. I feel like that's also part of my like problem with like starting shows. If I know there's just a fuck ton of episodes, like right off the bat, and like seasons, like it just, it's always just hard for me to start shows in general. Yeah. Like that's also why I be rewatching the same show over and over again. And I'm like, I didn't even bring up Dance Moms yet because I know like I'm gonna go off. Like because that is like
we can talk about Dance Moms for a hot sec. We have time
because that is like the top reality show of mine that like I have yet to mention, but like that is like the OG. But yeah, it's hard for me to start shows in general if they're like that, if there's a fuck ton of episodes. See, which is funny because like Dance Moms has quite a lot.
But it's like different. The episodes are a little bit shorter.
Right.
They're like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
They're not as long.
Right. And I feel like that it just has so much lore. Like I just get also just my childhood. So like I have no problem just like rewatching like all 6
right. It's so much better because like for Big Brother, those episodes are they're long and there's a lot going on, especially because majority of the time they're filmed live. Like all the episodes are filmed live because I used to watch those cams on online. Oh, when I tell you I would be tuned in looking for the drama. I used to join people's like little TikTok lives and they would show them and I would be tuned in like, ooh, go switch the cam. I would be typing in the comments. I'd be like, go to cam 3 and I would actually sometimes like actually peep stuff, but a lot of times it's just people walking around like but then I stopped because I started to think, I was like, wait, this kind of feels like invasion of privacy. Like, I don't know. It feels so weird. Like, I'm spending my day
watching.
I'm spending an hour of my time just watching other people live in a house. Like, that is so weird. But I like the part of it. Like, I love how it's like you're being watched. Everything that you do, you're being watched by other people. So if you're doing snake stuff, your fans are gonna catch you doing snake stuff 24 hours throughout the day.
That's
like,
so crazy.
I really love that. But I do agree with you with like a lot of shows with a lot of episodes, like 30, 40.
I'm
like a lot unless you start watching it.
It's so good because they only have like 15 to 20 episodes.
See,
maybe I like I think the most is like 25.
Yeah. See, that's nice.
Yeah, it's real nice. That's why I made it so easy to binge watch. Yes. But I want you to talk about Dance Moms first, because then I want to get into like, oh my God, the lights are turning off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, she dimming. Wait, why is it automatic? Is it because we're not moving?
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's saying, oh, good night. Okay. I was gonna go back to that point you made earlier about how like at the beginning, like seasons of reality shows, it's like more scripted, like
yes,
and like as you go on, it almost just gets more real, because that is exactly how it is in Dance Moms too. Like it does honestly get a lot more real like in the later seasons, especially once like Abby's like legal issues start to hit. Like that's honestly like
it's
when
real.
the real
like
shit.
These are people who, and I honestly I love when reality shows do that, because in the beginning it's like, okay, you want to see people's personalities, but then it also kind of builds story, because I feel like if the people like, especially for Dance Moms, if these are not known celebrities, like you're gonna kind of lose me unless you're actually doing something like I need to.
Right.
What is, it's different watching like, let's say Love and Hip Hop. Majority of the people on there, it's like, okay, I've heard a song from you. I'm like, ooh, I'm tuned in. But it's like for different underground shows like that, maybe with the moms, like it's like, okay, like give me a story.
Exactly.
So I love when producers do that.
No,
like give me a story. But for Dance Moms, 100%.
No,
I love when it gets real.
Yes.
No, for real. And like, someone had recently made a comment about Dance Moms, and they're like, why is it called Dance Moms when it's focused on the kids? And I was like, no, because they touch on the moms. Like, it's also about the moms having to fight for their kids, having to like fight Abby.
Yes.
Like there's like literally get your feet
out
of
my face. Literally, yes.
Yeah, like it's not
Girls
just
out
about
the room.
Get out the room. Like it's not like they were talking about Melissa's affairs. Like like, it was not just about the fucking kids. Like they were getting into like the moms.
No,
and,
honestly,
like,
as I've gotten older, like I've come to appreciate like the mom aspect of it more, because like as a kid, like growing up with it, I was one that would be like, oh, like I'm only watching Dance Moms for like the girls, because like they're like our same age, and like I danced as a teenager, or like as a kid, and whatever throughout middle school and like high school. So like they were like my inspo. Like Maddie Ziegler, like I wanted to be her. So like I started watching Dance Moms because of the girls, and like I enjoyed the dances more than like the drama. Well, the drama was always interesting, but like the mom drama, but like because of the girls, like it's dance. But like now, like I'm constantly rewatching Dance Moms, but like now watching it like as I'm older, I'm like, wait, this mom tea, like these moms? Because I also, fun fact, I've been starting to listen to Christine Kelly's podcast. They have a podcast called Back to the Bar, and they dive into each episode and like the behind the scenes of it and everything. And I've learned a lot also just with like all of the behind the scenes processes and like what things were scripted and like what weren't, and like how the producers just like have, I mean, obviously they're a big influence, but like the things, like some of those scenes that you see where like Kathy from the Candy Apples will come into the dressing room, or like Jeanette will come in like just randomly, and the audience is like, why the fuck is she in here? Like it's because a producer told her to, like to create drama, and like that's
which
obviously
sucks for her.
Which sucks.
When I tell you, I disliked Kathy.
Yes, everyone disliked Kathy.
From the time she popped up, I was like, okay, leave your daughter. Girl, leave the camera. Get out.
You know what? And this is what I mean also. And honestly, I recommend Christine Kelly's podcast, Deadass, because after they had an episode with like they brought Kathy on to an episode.
I actually have that episode on my save.
You do?
Spotify.
Yes. They brought Kathy on. They brought Jill on. They brought Brooke, like the girls on, only Chloe and Brooke, and then a couple of like I think they brought one of the like co-creators, and like
did they bring Dr. Holly?
Not yet, but
they need to get her on
I'm
there.
also like still in the process of listening, because like
100%.
I have to catch up to like recent episodes, because I'm a little behind. But like they brought Kathy on one episode, and like they make Kathy seem like a bitch, like psycho. But like Kathy is like, she is not like that, which is crazy.
Good.
Like, and they like, well, obviously there are some things that are unscripted, of course, but like a lot of the things that like Kathy would just like her coming in the dressing room or her just like randomly like bickering at Abby for no reason or saying the most like unnecessary like shit. Most of the time it was just producers because that's just that was Kathy's character. That's how they wanted to like portray her. Like she's the psycho nemesis. Like you have to come into the dressing room now and say something. Start tea.
Did you guys ever watch Dancing Dolls?
Wait.
Like
no.
On TLC?
No, it was also was it TLC?
Dancing Dolls?
Bring It. That's what it was called.
Oh no, I've heard of it though.
So, yes.
It reminds me.
Yes.
Literally, Bring It is a great. The Dancing
Dolls.
That brings me back to like what you're talking about, Dance Moms.
Yes.
I watched Dance Moms 100%, but Bring It was my Dance Moms.
I also watched Bring It.
That was tuned in, and it's honestly
was this very similar?
Same concept as Dance Moms, but instead it's like majorette dancing. So it's a lot of the like bucking and like a lot of that. And when I told you, it's same drama. Yeah, and I just love that.
You know what? You just unlocked something for me because I used to watch that all the time. Like it'd be on, I think on like Friday nights, and I'd watch it like live.
Yeah, oh my god!
It's so you know that TikTok sound where it's
you wonder why your ass can't dance?
No, not that one. The one where it's like I gotta go.
Oh, and he farts.
Yes. Oh my god! Wait.
Yeah, that's where that's from.
Wait, that's so funny. Wait. Yeah. I should watch. Is that like on Hulu or any platform or any streaming?
It's on one of the streaming things.
I've seen it on a streaming platform.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it got canceled.
It did get canceled like a minute ago, but they have like 5 seasons. But it's so good. Like the connections with the girls, like that was
I forgot all the girls' names. I forgot the coach's
Cameron, like all of that.
Cameron.
But Diana was the main captain.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay, I know we're talking about like dance reality TV show, but like I thought of like another reality TV show that we haven't talked about, like a concept of it.
Yeah.
Like relationship reality TV shows.
Oh yeah.
Like Love Is Blind.
Yeah.
Too Hot to Handle.
I have an opinion.
Too Hot to Handle.
Like, what other? Love at First Sight. I haven't watched that one. I just named the first 2 that I
love
watched.
X on the Beach. That was my thing.
X on the Beach.
Have you ever seen X on the Beach?
No.
Is that on Netflix?
It was MTV or like VH1, like that era, like that network. Yeah. And basically they would take, usually it was people that were already on MTV or like an influencer or something. Yeah. And they would actually bring their ex to the house. But it was a dating show. So they would have like other couples. You know, or not other couples, but like other people, you're supposed to get to know them, and you would bring your ex, and the whole thing was trying to like build the relationship. Either you would go with your ex, or you would just go with someone else.
They're trying to start
because show, but I've never seen
some seasons they would have like really known people on there. Like I can't even think of like some of the celebrities that were on there, but they just had like random people. But I love that one. But
they're really stretching it to create that drama because what
there was a whole like show. I forget what network it was on. It's either MTV or VH1. But it was a reality show where these parents, they didn't like the person that their like kid was dating.
Yes.
So they would pick people for them to go on dates with, and if they wanted to date the new person that their parent picked, like they could and break up with the person they're currently with, but majority of the time the kid would stay with their current relationship because what the fuck are you doing?
That's literally it was arranged dating.
Arranged marriage type shit. Like
what?
And the parents would have them go on some like crazy dates. Like there was one where they had the couple where they had the kids go to like a candy shop and the guy put on like a candy thong and she like ate it off of him and her parents are watching her do this. And I'm like, what are we doing, you guys?
I hate
my mother better not ever do that to me.
Oh my god,
me.
That's
like,
honestly
but
that's for like, relationships. My opinion on this one is for Love Is Blind. I'm not a fan.
I only watched the first season.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I only watched the first season.
Just because one, the first season is the best, and with any Netflix reality show that's kind of like a game type like that, I never liked because I feel like once everyone in the world sees the first season, they know how to trick the rest of the seasons, and to me it feels fake. I can't watch The Circle. I've only seen The Circle season 1.
Oh my god,
because The Circle is great.
Like, The Circle?
No,
Oh my gosh.
Me either.
I know all of these shows.
I know. Season 1 is the best.
Yes, I have because I just know that they're all like the general, like the same concept. It's just like different, like just slightly like altered. I feel
like you've told me about The Circle, and you told me how
like I've
at
only
a certain
seen
point, like it just got boring. It was either you or someone else. They were like, it just got to the point where like the audience was just guessing, like they knew what was gonna happen, so it kind of just like defeated the purpose. It probably was me
because that's my big thing. Like I hate when game shows do that. But for Love Is Blind, like I kind of feel the same thing, but also a lot of like the black women on that show came out and they were just like, a lot of like the black men that would be on there and a lot of like the other men, they would never pick them, which is why like a lot of people, they would be like, so I want to see like the black queens on the show because they do the matchup at the end because they're in the house and then they go like on a vacation and they actually meet each other before they get like married or whatever.
Right.
And a lot of times they'll be like, you don't see us because no one's picking us. And I'm like, that is so bad. So I stopped watching it after that. I was like, I don't want to watch them because if all these other like white people can have a relationship, show the black people because you would literally see them. You're like, oh, there's black people in the house, but why are they have no camera time?
Yeah,
they have
there was only like Lauren from season 1.
And she's the one who's actually still in a relationship.
Yeah, she's really the one that's still. Yes,
and
her
they've been
Cameron,
together for maybe like
them.
5 years now.
They were my favorite couple. They're the only couple off that show that are still together. I'm telling you, like,
oh my
they're
God,
so freaking cute.
I love every brand deal that they get. I'm liking and I will repost because I'm so happy for them.
Yes, they're the cutest.
Oh my God,
you're so right about that because the only season I watched was season 1, but you notice there's like a big group of them. Like there's a bunch of people there.
Of them in
but
the
then
house.
They only pick certain couples to focus on. So like the other people that are there, like you see them in the house. And
you see them in the back. I'm like,
like who is this? But they have no storyline. So they're just like, what are they doing?
There's like background.
And then when it came out, I was like, oh, so y'all just weren't showing them because y'all wanted these other people to be in a relationship. I'm like, that's weird.
It's crazy.
Especially for Netflix, like fix that because
the only Netflix reality TV show that I stand by that I've watched almost every season on is Too Hot to Handle.
Okay,
I love Too Hot to Handle.
That's the one
those
show.
People are so horny and it's so funny watching them lose control, but it's also like seeing them, like some of them be switching up in there and it like it causes some shit, like I'm not gonna lie, and I love when like one of them are about to get caught because they did something like sexual. And like they're like, and like the couple's sitting there waiting for Lana, the
right,
code
and
to,
they
like,
know they did it.
Yeah, they know they know they're gonna get caught. So they're like sitting there like all anxious, and the whole group has no idea. Yeah, and like Lana's just like, someone broke the rules. They're gonna
broke the rules.
So be like. And then they'll be like, "Who did it, guys? Who did it?"
Yep. And they're sitting there like,
and they're like, "Was it you?" Because they know like there's certain people in there that are sex fiends. Yeah. So then they're like, "Was it you? Was it you?" And then they're like, "Yeah, man, it was me." Like and then the best part is after they admit it, then Lana's like, now your cash you've lost like.
Oh yeah, she gives them the balance, and it's like, wait, what?
The more they the concept is like the more they like break the rules and hook up, the less money they get. So they lose like a bunch of money. Like I think the most money I've seen someone lose was like $30,000.
Holy shit!
And it's not a lot of money.
Especially if you're splitting with like
12
they're splitting it with like 12
God.
other people. Like a lot of people off the show said they didn't make a lot of money after the show.
Which honestly, any of those reality shows that have money, like once you take out taxes and then split it, like are you the one? All of those shows, I'd be like, honestly, that $100,000 that are winning, I would be better off just being at home working.
Exactly. Like,
oh my God.
I mean, free trip.
Yeah,
free romance.
You get like
but you get no money out of it. Yeah, like
after
literally not
how
even
many? Like 6 weeks of filming, 7 weeks of filming, and you get
I completely forgot about like the money aspect of that. That's the one show I've actually seen a few episodes of. But like, why did I forget about that whole every time? Like that's the whole point.
I've only seen the first season and then maybe like half of like maybe the third or something. I wasn't really tuned in. I don't really like the love shows except for Are You the One? That's the only one. Like even like I was talking about Love Is Blind, like all of those.
I don't like
I'm
Love
not
is Blind,
intrigued.
Though.
Right.
Yeah, the only one I like is Too Hot to Handle because I don't think I've watched like one season. Like I think I've watched the first one, maybe the second one.
Yeah.
I watched like the second to last season that just came out. I didn't watch the last season because people were saying it was kind of bad. And then like I watched like the third or fourth season, I can't remember, but like there was a couple in like one of the seasons, they're still together, they're expecting a baby, so cute. I love when stuff like that happens.
That's true. When I love
it,
something actually comes out of it.
Yes, and that's the same. That same thing goes for this one couple on Love Island UK season 2. They're still together, have 2 kids,
good.
so cute. I love it because they're the only couple that was still together. Like I love that. That's part of the only reason. Actually, no, there's 2 couples that are still together.
Oh my God.
From season 2 of Love Island UK, and they're both going strong. They all have kids. Like it's so cute. Like, and it's so funny because the one couple, like the girl was very like insecure because every bitch in the villa that came in or was in there like wanted her man. Like there was one time where she was stuck in a room with another girl because both of their guys were going on dates with new girls that were coming into the villa, and the one girl yelled the C word out the window as they were leaving for the date.
LOL.
This is insane. But like she was always like very insecure, but he was like, no, you don't gotta worry. Like you don't got to worry. You gotta worry. And guess what? They're still going hella strong.
Wow.
So like I love that aspect.
Okay,
but like I'm kind of like you. Like I'm not really in it for like I don't really gravitate towards the relationship shows. Like I'm going more towards like Vanderpump, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Real Housewives. Even though I don't even really watch Real Housewives except for Atlanta, but like
you're missing out. There's
Jersey Shore, like
seasons.
Jersey Shore, like
I'm like. I don't want to whip out my phone, but I want to pull up a list of other like.
Go ahead. Yeah, we got our phones right here.
But literally, as you're pulling that up, literally the only one I will watch is Are You the One, which I'm here for because Are You the One is probably one of the best MTV relationship reality shows that they did have.
Okay, sorry. As soon as I searched this, I was like, how have I not mentioned like my second to like top like okay, well first of all I also don't really watch as many like love like reality shows. I knew like all the ones you talked about I knew of, but like I never actually Too Hot to Handle I think was actually the only one I've actually seen episodes of. But I have always been a fiend for food, like cooking reality shows. But specifically, guys, Gordon Ramsay. Like, so we got Hell's Kitchen Nightmares.
Yes, Kitchen.
Master Chef. Yes.
I was just watching Master Chef earlier today.
Really?
That is my show. When I was younger, I wanted to be a chef. Like that was my big thing.
I wanted to be like a baker. I wanted to be a baker. Yes.
That was my thing. I love how everyone. I feel like every parent just starts off.
Mix it in.
You want to make? Like, go ahead and do that.
Yes. Because one Christmas I only got like baking stuff because I was like I'm gonna go on like baking junior. Like
I literally asked for like piping bags and tips 1 year. Yes.
I would get my parents got me this like pretzel maker this one time. Like they were definitely they were encouraging this, and no, I could never do that. But
oh my god,
yeah,
I'm
Food
a
Network
big fan of
Food Network. Yes,
like because Cupcake Wars,
Driver's
Guy
Dives and Dive-Ins.
Even though Guy literally sometimes upsets me because I'm just like, bro just literally goes around and just eats for a living. Like not that doesn't upset me, but I'm just like
that could be me.
Like that could be me.
That's all it takes is like camera crew.
I'm like, how do I get there? Like
how?
Rip the crew. They better be getting some samples too.
Oh no, they definitely do.
Okay,
they definitely
probably.
I could not see them just sitting there and be like, "Ooh, yeah, that looks good." Give me some. Like, hello.
Just like literally,
like pay for it, like $15.
Even though I think he does have. I think he owns at least one restaurant.
No,
he
has a couple.
He has a couple.
Yeah.
One thing about all of them, though, they do all have restaurants or at least like cooking
which
books
you
or something.
should.
Like
how are you gonna have a cooking show but you don't even engage?
Chopped was
good.
Wait,
okay.
That one was so good.
Who hosted that?
I don't remember his name, but I know his face because I can see his face, and I knew you were gonna ask who the host is.
Because I was like,
because he wears them glasses.
Okay, wait, I don't remember his name either. I should just.
I never really watched Chopped, but like I would see it. It would pop up on like cable, and you know how they just show like the episodes. So I'd be like, "Ooh, I'm tuned in," but like I never watched it in its full entirety. Like,
no, me either. No, I'm like you. I watched.
I just like individual episodes.
Yes, I've seen bits and pieces, but I was just so drawn to just anything Gordon Ramsay related. Not gonna lie, like because he just has a bunch of shows. Like he hosts a lot of
and
shows,
Hell's Kitchen is so good. There will never be a reality show like that. That's so true to what the kitchen is like. Like the way he would yell at them.
And that's another thing. I think that's what I like too. Because same thing with Dance Moms. Like Abby, like her character, quote unquote, like on the show, like is the most real, like out of all of them. Like Abby Lee Miller, like the way she acts on camera is like how she is, and that's also the big thing. Same thing with like Gordon Ramsay. I feel like he's real. That's how he is in the kitchen. Like that is how he is. So when he's on the clock,
which he's not picking up
so
that bread
real
for no that chick's face. She's like, "Are you an idiot sandwich?
No,
what
he's like,
are you doing?"
And sometimes it's extreme. Sometimes like obviously you can tell it's like okay, he's doing that because the camera.
No, there's always going to be that scripted aspect.
On other shows, he's the exact same. Like on MasterChef, he's low-key the exact same. Right.
That's why it's funny also watching MasterChef Junior after watching it. It's like Gordon Ramsay's like, it's okay. Like it's like
so
okay.
Real.
Yeah. Like his dad's side comes out.
Is there okay, there's a scene from I don't know, it's definitely a Gordon Ramsay show.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one. It's one where like they're like I think they're inexperienced chefs, and like this chick, she made a like dish, and like the judges literally spit it out. And
wait, was it a panel of judges?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the judges were like, and I think Gordon was like, "Congratulations!" And she was
MasterChef then.
Yeah, and she was like, "Thank you." Yeah, he was like, "For making the worst dish in the show."
That was definitely MasterChef. Had to be.
Yeah,
that is some. I'm watching.
Bro, those digs are.
He's good at that.
He was. That's awesome. Oh my
God. He was
God.
like, "I won," and he was like, "For making the worst dish on this show ever," and she was like,
Like the fact that he would pull these like roasts out of his ass, like literally, like he was just like entrepreneur, chef, comedian, like like bro was straight up funny. Like
that. All
I was like, why was that so funny?
Yeah,
like,
I'm watching the Generation season, which is the newest one, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is like Gen X, Baby Boomers versus Gen Z, like all of those. I think there's another one. Gen X, Millennials, Baby Boomers, and Gen Z. They're all in there. And it's so good. Like I love watching it. Even though some of the Gen Z people, they're like 24, 25, and there was one guy who was like 28, and I was like, okay. I said, this is a little far off. I'm like, you're a little too close.
What? I think 26 and up. Like I think 26 and above, you're a millennial.
Right.
Even though like for the timing, it's like 1997 and like past until like 2012 or something like that, which is like like
wait, that's crazy. Yeah, I forget
but it's so
that,
good.
actually.
Like I love watching them like go against each other because you can really see it's like Gen Z. They're having like all these creative meals, and like even Gordon Ramsay will talk about that. He'll be like, "That's so creative. Like that's very Gen Z." And then you have Baby Boomers who are like creating. They're like creative, but they're like more traditional, like standard.
Like, wait, that's so interesting. What is that show called?
It's MasterChef.
Oh,
it's just a different season.
It's
just a new season. They're trying something new, which I think is really cool.
I think that sounds so cool. Wait, I gotta hop on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Did y'all ever watch like TLC?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, like,
but like,
what's specific?
Yeah, what's specific?
Think of anything on the top of my head that was on.
I watched a couple of reality shows on TLC. I watched Counting 8. With that show with her name was like Kate.
John and Kate plus 8.
Yeah, John and Kate plus 8.
Oh,
yes.
No.
I was watching Counting 8 after the dad had left, like after the divorce.
Bro, that was a whole separate scandal.
Yeah, there's so much more on that family,
which is like, so bad.
It's really bad. Like it's really bad. Like the mom was really like fucked up.
Yeah.
And was it the mom? It was the mom,
Yeah, it was the mom because they all live with the dad and they always like talk about her.
Right.
It was recently. There was stuff about the oldest son that came out because he was like, yeah, she sent me away to a mental institution type shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was like really bad.
Oh my God.
I also watched 4 Weddings. I loved 4 Weddings.
Like, I've never seen.
Oh my God, 4 Weddings is so
like
good.
Say Yes to
Say Yes to the Dress
is like a classic.
I watched that. Yes.
Yeah.
I watched Little People. It was
Little Women Atlanta. Oh, when I tell you the whole Little Women franchise,
juicy,
I've probably seen it twice. Like when I'm back at home, my dad literally was watching this. He'll come home and literally the TV will still be on Little Women Atlanta. Like there's a specific channel because we don't have cable, but our TV has like. It's a Samsung TV, so it has like that Samsung channel thing. Yeah. And they have a full rerun of all Little Women. And when I tell you, I watched that because I love it. Little Women Dallas, Little Women LA, Little Women Atlanta.
I love it. Oh my God.
I love
Little
those
Women
shows.
Is so good.
Yes.
I didn't know that was TLC. What did I think that was on?
Maybe
I thought it was like Bravo or something. It's not Bravo.
Bravo is crazy. Bravo is crazy.
Bravo.
Wait. I'm gonna look up TLC.
It might be TLC or it might be
whatever Little Woman is on. That's what Bring It was on.
TLC, because Bring It was on TLC.
Then, there we go.
Bring It was on TLC.
K+8.
So
yeah.
Yeah, I love
Oh
Little Women.
That was a good one.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, this goes back to the cooking a little bit.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Cake Boss.
Cake Boss. Yes, I used to watch that show.
That's
a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
That's like an iconic show for the rest of time.
Everyone knows that show.
You should know Cake Boss. Like if you don't, I think he actually has his own like little bakery in Times Square.
Yes, he does. Kyle's Bakery.
Yes, and I went there.
Yes, me too. I didn't.
Well, there's one in Times Square. There's one in Hoboken. Well, Hoboken is like the main, like that's like the OG.
Because I think isn't that where his like main shop is from?
Yeah, that's where the show is based in the Hoboken store.
Okay.
But yeah, Times Square. I mean, I'm sure there's like another location or two. I don't know.
Because I know he sells them online too. Like you can get that shit, but I wouldn't take no cake.
The cannolis are yummy. I've had like
cannolis cakes because I feel like they look good, but they don't taste.
I guess I have tried cake from my boyfriend and I got strawberry shortcake one time from there. And like the cake itself was pretty good.
Yeah.
But like we just were there for the cannolis because like those are yummy.
Honestly, the cake is even like, I'm like a sweet tooth, but dessert.
Don't lie.
Yeah.
I don't like candy. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Like,
That's valid.
Like I like sweets as in like cake, things like that.
Cookies.
But can't like even cookies. I'm not really too big on.
Wait,
like,
really?
I'll eat
cake
a cookie
over cookie?
Oh, 100%. I'll take cake over
cake
everything.
Over cookie?
It's not even like cookie place. Like I have to be in the mood for like a chocolate chip cookie.
Really?
And I never really crave those unless I'm like, oh, there's a cookie right there.
Right.
I'll eat some. But
That's
I
crazy.
crave like cake and cupcakes. Those are my thing. Like don't bring me any other dessert unless it's that or a peach cobbler.
Okay, wait. Then I'm curious to what like your favorite like icing and cake flavor, like combo. Like what's your favorite?
I like a good buttercream frosting.
Okay, buttercream.
I don't like whipped frosting at all.
Really?
Like whipped cream, don't ever put that on cake.
I love whipped frosting.
That actually is one way to piss me off. And my parents got me that on like for one of my birthdays. They accidentally got me like a strawberry cake because that's my thing.
Yeah.
Right? A vanilla cake with strawberries inside.
Yeah. That's pretty yummy.
Buttercream frosting. They got me whipped cream frosting. I wanted to throw up. Like it tastes so. I don't like whipped cream like that. So that's why.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
that's
not really a whipped cream. It tastes like spoiled milk to me. So I'm like,
yeah.
So do you not like Cool Whip?
Cool Whip, I do with strawberries.
With strawberry. See, but that's
Cool Whip has more flavor than whipped cream to me.
Okay.
What do you think?
Because like Cool Whip is technically whipped cream, but it's like
it's in the container.
Yeah, because whipped cream is more
like it's out of the can and it has that can taste.
Not even. It's just a taste. It tastes too much like milk.
Artificial.
Like it doesn't.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say like whipped like frosting. I think the base is like Cool Whip, or I might be actually completely wrong. Someone fact check me on that. It tastes like it.
Because that one, it literally tastes like straight up whipped cream.
Yeah,
but Cool Whip is so good.
Actually,
I don't even mean to out her at. I'm not gonna say but one of my friends one time. This is a sidebar. One of my friends literally used to bring Cool Whip, and this was before like I even really knew what Cool Whip was.
Yeah.
She would bring it in this tub with strawberries, like every class. Like, and we would have our specific, I'm not going to say the class because she'll know what I'm talking about. But, a specific class. And she would bring it all the time. She'd be like, oh, I made this from scratch, as in the Cool Whip. Why I went to the store and because I searched it up. I was like, I need to know this recipe. It's so good. Like, and she's telling me like, I made this whipping. I'm like, I never had whipped cream like this. I'm like eating it down like strawberries. When I tell you, my plate was cleared.
I'm
come to find out, She was literally just taking the Cool Whip and putting it in a like a little bowl and like whipping it together to make it look like.
Oh my God!
I said, this is the same taste. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I will
really
never
forget. She got you.
She really did.
That's actually so funny.
When I tell you, I was so gagged. I said, "Oh,
so funny."
I was played like all year. She had been bringing that every class,
so
and I'm like,
funny.
"Wow,
That's crazy."
So that's my little story.
I love that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know who you are. You played me, and I never brought it up to her. Like I never even said it to her because by the time I figured it out, she had graduated because she was a year above me, or no, 2 years above me.
Yeah.
So I was like, but
Too late. Yeah.
I know what you did. I know.
That is so funny.
Yes.
But this was such a good episode.
This was such a good episode. I think we touched on most reality shows.
Yes.
Almost all of them.
Almost all of them. We just didn't touch on like game shows, but like who doesn't love a good game show?
Family Feud. There you go. That's the top.
Wipeout, just the classics.
The classics.
Mm-hmm. Those are all good.
Yes.
But we want to thank you, Lisa, for coming on our show.
Thank you so much. This was so much fun, Lisa. I
know.
I had a blast.
I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
Oh my God. Like I'm ready to keep talking after. Like we shut this out. Like Loki. Like there are so many. But yes.
So as the lights come off,
we'll see you.
Our next episode. We'll see you.
Oh, the lights are off.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We'll cut it off there.
Yes.
Yes.